So 6AN lines, PFTE, steel braided lines, PFTE fittings. Got a little bit of mixed match. I got some Russell fittings and some Summit fittings. Got a Summit label right there. I'll take a little denatured alcohol or lacquer thinner and take that Summit off. I don't want a marking there. So just a quick what I did. I removed the reservoir, which is just simply pry it off after I emptied the reservoir. Installed these 10AN fittings, which are 90s, 90 degrees, and they just press into where the reservoir was at one time. So they just go in. You have this little retaining plate here, short side to the rear, long side to the front. Stainless steel clamp that holds that retaining plate in place. I've seen other setups, people actually use zip ties to hold all this together. Would not recommend that. That's ridiculous. They're brakes. So spend the money, do it right. This isn't going anywhere. Heat cycles with zip ties, that plastic is going to become brittle. Anywho, 45 degree up here on the front of the brake booster or brake master cylinder. 45 degree here on the rear, and then coming back to 90s. Got a 90 degree here on the clutch master cylinder, and then I'll take you underneath and show you what that looks like up under the car. As you can see, 90 degree fitting going into an adapter into the Willwood master cylinder. That all came with the kit, and there's a good shot of the back side of the brake master. Pretty clean and straightforward. You will notice how I had on the clutch master cylinder, I have one threaded end and a nut on top because of the clearance behind that the fitting going or the line going back to the throw-out bearing in the Tilton slave cylinder I have installed. There's no room to get a wrench in there or a Allen head to tighten it, so I just flipped it. So yeah, wrench on this side, Allen head inside the car. Then flip that around, and down on the bottom here we have the Allen head. That's just the way I chose to put it in there. Sometimes you have to do things, you know. I prefer it the other way for uniformity, but that's what fits. Okay. Okay, more than likely you won't have your master cylinder and reservoir out of the car. Mine is out because I'm doing a whole bunch of other stuff with the car, so I thought it'd be easier just to show you guys how to do this with everything out of the car. So first thing I'm going to do is remove the reservoir, the old reservoir, and that's just simply rolling the reservoir out, and it comes out. Obviously it needs to be empty before you do that. The next task is to install these AN fittings into the master cylinder. So just going to simply press this in, like so, until it bottoms out, and you'll feel it snap in. There, like so. Okay, now we're going to insert our second fitting, and it needs to be fully seated, so sometimes these are a little difficult to put in. Just keep moving and it'll seat. Yep, it just popped in. You'll feel it kind of pop in, so no worries. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to get this retaining bar in. So the retaining bar will take the long end, which goes towards the front of the car. I'll slip that in like so and go all the way in. Then you can rotate it and it'll go fit right over it. So now it's in place. And that should be about right there, as far as where it's resting on the above the master cylinder. I have the 90-degree adapters that go into the master cylinder installed, and those are 10 AN. So I have to install this 10 AN to 6 AN adapter on each of these to connect to a hose, which I've already made. So I'll just go ahead and start these. I want to put these in before I install the hoses, because once I start trying to install hoses, it's just harder to get to. So I'll tighten these up first, and then install the hoses.